As a kid growing up in a chaotic home, my imagination was always a safe place to play. As an introvert in high school, art was an escape for me. Thankfully, my high school art teacher opened my mind to the idea of a career in art. His name was Mr. Delenn. Yeah. In art school, I finally fit in. I found my voice. I dove into all mediums, painting, illustration, but I really fell in love with sculpture. The computer arrived on the scene in about 1994 and changed everything. It turned me into a digital artist. My degree was enough to land me a job on Madison Avenue. I was a kid working on major brands for ad legends like George Lois. The way advertising was made was still a mystery to clients. I was living an episode of Mad Men. But then something changed. Big data arrived. With so much data being mined on consumers through the internet, phone, and your smart TV, the work no longer needed to be creative. It became targeted, offer-driven, and personalized. The age of big ideas was dead. It became just fast and dirty, and a little stressful. The digital ad model makes clicks the new currency. Technology got so far ahead of consumer protections that data mining became the Wild West. They're listening to you on your devices, analyzing your online activity, and yes, they're even watching you through your smart TV. I do not lie. Marketing has truly become predatory. Everyone is chasing digital dollars. The corporations, the reckless news media, and millions of social media influencers. And it all goes back to the ad dollars, to me. This was weighing on my soul. Was I using my artistic talent for good, or was I on the wrong side? Make a lot less money on that side. So I made a promise to God to do better. I packed up my family and moved to Charleston. Working remote, getting demoted, and a pandemic gave me a lot of time to look at what's wrong with the world. We're more divided, lonely, and angrier than ever. We need to look inward. We need a little unity. So I started creating art again, getting my hands dirty. I felt alive. I also realized the ad model was not the only culprit. We are innovating so fast that we're not taking time to think about what this tech is doing to our society. We are speeding recklessly into a future we may not even want. My first piece was the devil phone. Our phones has consumed our lives. We can't put them down. What once connected us has made us more isolated than ever. It's put us all in self-contained, self-obsessed media bubbles. If we're honest, we're all possessed. God only knows was once a common saying. Now we're all as brilliant as our last split-second search. But we forgot there's an entity behind those answers. Answers that can be bought, manipulated, or even hidden from you entirely. In this piece, I question, has big tech become a little evil? This 500-pound sculpture is the death of the free press. Clicks and corporate ad dollars have destroyed legitimate news. Outrageous headlines work, regardless of the damage they do. The buy-up of independent news makes the narrative easier to control. The truth is out there, but now you got to dig for it. The cloud. Your whole life is up there. Your contacts, financials, health records, and even those pics. Privacy is in jeopardy. A simple code could someday connect your skiing pictures with a health insurance quote. This hanging mobile looks fluffy and harmless now, but there's a storm coming. Kids don't play outside like they used to. They feel more confident and powerful in a first-person shooter game than they do in their own skin. And we're shocked when the lines of reality get blurred. They need real friends and real play. The signs are everywhere. We may need an old-fashioned do-over. The text bubble has changed the way we communicate. Things we'd never say face-to-face are fired off in a text without a thought. Conversation can be colder and more hurtful than ever. And like a gun, we put distance between us and the harm our words do. We need to do a little less texting and a lot more talking. Even worse is the hateful gladiator-style entertainment you'll find in online comments. The fact that hurting people, complete strangers, results in joy and laughing emojis terrifies me. I created this club to remind us that the consequences of online bullying can sometimes be fatal. As an artist, I've always rebelled against censorship. As critical thinkers, we deserve to see all information, the rational and the crazy. I like to find my own truth. Open discussion fosters compromise and compassion, and that's where we find unity. In this dystopian piece, we lost more than just our voice. Today's cancel culture has us policing each other now, sometimes in packs, all for a digital breadcrumb of attention, a chance to look good to our online followers. It's destroying friendships and further dividing America. The court of public opinion is in desperate need of a recess. And isn't it crazy how we've all become so comfortable hitting a follow button? Being a follower never ended good when I was a kid. When did it become okay? I'm sure government and big corporation thinks it's great for them. Maybe it's time we make a lead button. What do you think? But look, it's not all bad news. It's not the tech that's the problem. It's how we're using it. We like, record, buy, follow everyone and everything. We're everywhere and nowhere all at once. We need to take a breath. We need to use our tech as tools. Phone a friend, write a report. This is how we rebuild true happiness. So if you find yourself swiping mindlessly through someone else's life, go make your own adventure. Fight for the family and real friendships. Don't trade them for like-minded digital friends. They have real value. And finally, be present. Resist the urge to capture every personal moment digitally. I hope this message makes a little sense to any of you guys. But as Matthew 13:9 says, whoever has ears, let them hear.